Hey, what's up, guys? This is Luke Jett back with you again after a week off with Shane Hardy and Ben Marks as always. What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
Same as always.
That's true. I don't even know why I ask you guys anymore because you guys don't even.
Why is it always Luke Jett? Why can't it be, hey, Shane Hardy here with Luke Jett and Ben Marks? Hey, it's Ben Marks here with Shane Hardy, Luke Jett, and
Ben doesn't talk on the podcast anyway.
I do sometimes.
Okay. Well, we have a very big podcast today since we didn't record last week. So it's probably going to be a pretty long one. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. Got the Hawks to start. They Stanley Cup champs. They won last night in Boston. I'm still mind blown how they won. So lucky. 3-2 victory, and yeah, really get lucky for that. I still am shocked that they even pulled that out, even a tie. I don't even know.
It was a great game.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
It's been classic to watch.
It was. I went from, I don't know if I had everybody else, but I was a wreck watching that through. Okay. Alright, let's just move our chair. Okay. I was a wreck going through that last 4 minutes or so. Hey, and it's our producer, Hunter UT. How we doing, Hunter? Good. Alright. Well, start talking about the game. Hawks won 3-2. Patrick Kane.
We didn't talk about the game. We talk about practice. Not the game, but practice.
Alright, so back on track, I guess.
Oh, we actually are talking about the game.
So, Boston's up 2-1. Minute 16 left. Hawks go for the empty net. Cole Crawford. 2 unbelievable passes, one by Keith to Taves, and then Taves to Bickle in front of the net. They scored the goal. Everybody's thinking, okay, we're going back to overtime again in this series. And then before you know it, you turn around and it's 3-2. Oduya rings one, takes a shot, hits for a leak out in front, rings off the post, bowling right there for the rebound. It's 3-2 in a matter of 17 seconds. It was absolutely insane.
It was a great game.
You're getting terrible insight today, Jesus.
You're not too good.
Yeah, this is take a week off and we're already terrible at this. So, they're Stanley Cup champs. What are you guys' reaction to the season, the series, anything?
Ben, what do you think?
This last night's win just caps off an amazing season. I mean, they started off extremely well, and sure enough, this is fitting for their type of season they had.
Yeah, winning championships usually fitting for
Every season, but
yeah.
Yeah, you shake your head.
Yeah. But I thought it was good. Start out the year with 23 or 24 straight games with the point.
24.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but still, it's an amazing feat. They were the best team in hockey throughout the whole season. Won the President's Trophy. Little hiccup against Detroit. Pretty scary. Had to force that to 7, come back from down 3-1, and Patrick Kane got the Conn Smythe playoff MVP trophy. Taves won it the year in 2010, so I think Crawford should have got it personally.
No way.
Yeah, no way. You always give it to your. I think the goalie gets you there. Kane had a pretty good postseason.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, I mean he had 19 points. Okay, 9 goals, 10 assists. All right.
How many goals did he have just in the finals?
Well, he had 2 in Game 5. He had 1 in Game 4, so 3. Bowen had 3 too, but he didn't score throughout the other games. So, but I think Crawford 1.89 goals against average in the postseason. He rolled that team. I mean, he had 1 hiccup game, and that was Game 4, the 6-5 game.
That game was so much scoring.
It was, and I think Crawford should have won it. What do you think, man?
Yeah, Crawford was a logical choice. I thought that Patrick Sharp would have won it. I mean, he had the he was tied for the most goals throughout the playoffs, so he was a logical choice, but I think Kane deserved it.
I mean, you can't argue with it. As long as the Cup's back in Chicago, that's fine. Speaking of the Cup, the parade for the Hawks will be Friday. All 4 of us will be there. And that starts at, the rally's going to be at 11 o'clock. The parade time hasn't been announced as of this podcast. So, but should be a good time, should be a huge celebration. Like I said, all 4 of us are going up there, so should be a good time. We'll give you some insight on how great it was next week. Should be pretty fun. What was your favorite memory throughout the playoffs? One defining moment throughout the Hawks run? I really liked Kane's hat trick against the Kings in Game 5. That's going to stick out. And then, of course, the 17 seconds in the finals.
Yeah, I was going to say either Kane's hat trick, but, I mean, you can't get a little more exciting than 2 goals in 17 seconds to win the Stanley Cup. I mean, that just kind of sticks out.
My emotions were everywhere. I went from talking, Shane and our other friend were talking about going to a Game 7 possibly, and I'm just thinking in the back of my head, I hope this doesn't go to a Game 7, and when the second goal goes in, complete mindset change, and then third, I don't think it sank in that they actually won it until late last night. So, I mean, but what was your favorite moment?
My favorite moment was Game 1, triple overtime win against
The Bruins.
the Bruins. And Andrew Shaw scored. I called that. I'll say it again, because I said it last time, but Luke messed it up. But Andrew Shaw scored the game-winning goal. I know it was off his hip or whatever it hit. But, yeah, I think that set the momentum for the series.
It was off the shin guard, don't you remember?
So, but I think a big thing for the Hawks to look forward to next year was the emergence of Shaw and Saad and Bickle, if they could re-sign him on that big line. This core's now won 2 titles, and I don't see why they can't just keep winning. I mean, they got everybody locked up except Bickle. Crawford's looking like a great goalie. I think, why not? Should I throw the D word out there? Dynasty? Or is it too early yet?
I have to see him win it next year. If they win it next year, then I think he could throw out.
I don't think they have to win it next year, because
if they
get deep in the playoffs, or, even make it back, and then I think you throw out the dynasty word.
2 cups in 4 years, 5 straight playoff appearances.
Or do you think though that the last few seasons they've probably been the best team in hockey for the last few seasons? Maybe not like the best team, but if you had to pick one team to win the last few seasons, and even next year, I'm sure Hawks would be right up there.
Oh, I bet a lot of people are going to pick the Hawks, especially they got everybody coming back. Hopefully, Stan Bowman and the front office can re-sign Bickle, so he'd be perfect. He played huge with Kane and Taze on the top line, so... Alright, switching gears a little bit to a story last week. Unfortunate to report that the Miami Heat won the NBA Finals. Game 7. It was terrible. I hate talking about the Heat.
So let's just go to the next part of the podcast already.
Well, alright. One thing, looking at it, Dwayne Wade won his 3rd title. Do you guys like Hall of Fame, or is that you think he's just a player that was great in his era?
I don't know. I guess I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I mean, D. Wade in his prime was he was amazing. Everybody, he was like, he was compared to like Kobe Bryant and stuff for a while, and then he just kind of, I don't know what it is, his knees, and he's running out of magic tape or something. I don't know, but it just seems like he turned it on when he had to, but it didn't seem like he turns it on all the time. I'm assuming, just throwing it out there. If I had to guess, I'd guess he'd make NBA Hall of Fame, but I don't know.
I mean, he won 3 titles, 2 with LeBron, obviously, the last 2 years, and then he won 1 with Shaq his first time. So, I mean, he's always been the guy in Miami, but he's always had help to get there.
It's Wade County, man.
I mean, you don't know. And also, well, what do you think about it?
I think he is a Hall of Famer. He's a 3-time NBA champion, 1-time NBA Finals MVP, 9-time NBA All-Star, NBA scoring champion 2009, two-time NBA All-First Team, and he is Miami Heat's all-time leading scorer. I think that puts him in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, there's arguments for both sides, especially you can say 3 titles. You can say he's never done it by himself, but then you can make that argument for Scottie Pippen, which was a discussion on ESPN. What's the better duo, Jordan and Pippen or LeBron and Wade? I don't even think this is remotely close at all.
Not remotely close whatsoever. It's definitely Jordan and Pippen.
Jordan is better than LeBron. Pippen is better than Wade, I think.
I agree.
They always say MJ made Pippen, but Pippen also led the Bulls to 2 conference finals the years Jordan wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, who else was on the Bulls those 2 years?
It was
Pippen.
Yeah. There really wasn't anybody else.
Yeah, and then they're going to say Wade won a championship by himself. Well, he also had Shaq.
He also had a Hall of Famer in Shaquille O'Neal.
Was that Stacey on the team then?
No.
Oh.
Stacey was there for the first 3-peat. That was it. No. Looking back on the NBA season, any favorite moments? It's been kind of a wrap-up show of everything. Favorite moments that stick out in my mind. One of them's got to be when we took down the streak.
Yep. That was just one of probably my favorite Bulls fan moment of the year. To taking down the streak. I was on my way from Tennessee. The charter bus, and I getting streamed from Luke via Skype.
Yeah, I just
lapped him up by his TV, and I was Skyping him to my phone watching the game. It was pretty cool.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that was a good game to watch, but I liked, can't remember which game it was. It was the Brooklyn series.
Game 5, 4, or 5, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nate Robb's game.
Nate Robb takeover.
And they went into double or triple overtime.
Yeah.
That was a fun game to watch.
That was probably the best game I've watched since the triple overtime in 2008. That game against the Celtics. All right, Hunter, what was your favorite? Anything stick out?
Mine was when Rose came back.
To practice?
I don't know. Pretty much making the playoffs when no one thought we would have, because we relied on Rose so much, and so many other players stepped up.
Yeah. The emergence of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Jimmy Butler, made me think of, because Lou was out a lot, but I was on a Bleacher Report today that the Bulls were talking to the Wizards about maybe trading Luol Deng for their third overall pick in the draft.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. Looking at the offseason, as Shane was pointing out, we're obviously getting an all-star back, one of the best players in the game. Derrick Rose back on their team. Looking at it right now, lineup's probably going to be Rose, Butler, Deng, Boozer, and Noah if nobody gets traded or regardless. So, looking at free agents, I mean, Nas is probably going to be gone.
Nas will be gone.
Taj will be there.
Yeah, Taj will be there.
Looking at Kirk will be there. Teague will be there. So, I mean, I don't know. Marco, maybe. I don't know if... I wonder if the Bulls are going to sign a bunch of just players for a one-year deal and just think, okay, we're going to go next year. We're going for it all next year. The summer 2014, the big summer is supposed to be better than 2010. So, I mean...
See, I don't see the Bulls really going for anybody in that, to be honest. I think the Bulls trying to build from this draft, especially if they can get rid of Luol Deng. They pick up like a Macklemore or something like that.
I've heard conflicting reports. I've heard Deng, like the Bulls talked about getting rid of Deng, and then those talks were halted, done. I've heard the Cavaliers have interest in Lou, but I don't see them trading the 1 pick for Lou.
Oh God, no.
I don't. And then I just seen a tweet today that said the Bulls are talking extension.
That was false. His agent reported that's a false. Rumor though.
That's good, man.
But can you imagine them getting Macklemore and then where's that guy from Kansas Bend? What's his name?
Jeff Withey.
Jeff Withey. It's a Jeff.
It probably had to be the first round pick.
Yeah, you'd probably trade Lou in your first round pick for a 3 pick.
Yeah,
I guess.
you'd lose the 20 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can pick up another big guys in the second round. You know what I mean? Just for a backup.
Like
Because
a
you got to build.
Bakwe.
You got to build your team around.
Bakwe.
Yeah, build your team around D Rose and Noah. I mean, I think Noah can be there for the long haul too.
Get out of here.
I say get rid of him.
Get out of
Ben's
here.
an idiot. Ben thinks Carlos
You release him.
Ben thinks Carlos Boozer is better than Joe King.
Not release him, but you don't resign him in his contract.
Who are you gonna
Why?
sign?
Why?
And you want to resign Booze. And you want to resign Booze.
Reasons why.
Reasons why? I'd have to see how long his contract
What
is.
about Boozer?
Boozer?
You amnesty Boozer next year.
You do not amnesty Boozer.
You don't want to resign him. You think the
No,
Bulls
I
will
don't
resign him.
think we should resign him. I think you should drag out his contract.
Why?
Because you have to pay him money. You have to, like, buy him out if you amnesty him. You have
I
to
think
pay
you
part of
take
his
the hit.
contract. No way.
Take
You
the
keep him going
Go after Amari.
until Mari and Boozer are ultimately the same player. Mari's better than
Ultimately the same.
Okay,
Guys, there's a lot better. A lot of better words than Amari.
no, Mari cannot play defense just like Boozer. Everyone knows
You had to
that.
pick Amari or Boozer to play defense. Who'd you pick? Who's a better defender?
You're on the Bulls and you're
Who's a better defender? Who's a better defender? Just ask me.
Mari, but
Oh, that's it. That's all I want to know.
Exactly.
End of discussion.
no, it's not. It's the worst of two evils. They're both terrible defense.
Who's a better scorer?
Who's Mari?
Who's a better rebounder?
Mari.
Who's better anything?
Yeah.
Boozer's the better outside shooter.
Ooh,
What?
Oh no.
yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're taking.
When was Mari ever shot outside the paint?
Amari beats Boozer in every category, except for like showboating.
Or screaming.
And loving the ball.
Yeah, he leads the league in screaming. And
Come on, okay, I'd rather
Dyeing his hair.
I'd rather have Amari than Boozer, but I still like Boozer.
Yeah, but you'd rather have Boozer than Noah. I don't think.
Why would you trade Joakim Noah? Yeah, you need reasons why.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think because he's gonna want a max
already getting
contract.
He's gonna want what he deserves.
And you get him out of there.
He's gonna want what he
He's
deserves.
gonna want too much money, just like
Just a Boozer.
no.
Joakim Noah is a top 3 center in this league right now. Top 3.
Name two more. Name
Name 2 more that are better than
Yeah.
him.
2 more that are better than him.
Yeah.
I can name 2 right now.
2 centers.
Dwight, Brook Lopez.
Where's the
Both
third?
of them are
I said
better.
top 3. Where's the third?
Third, Andrew Bynum's better when he's healthy. Everyone knows Bynum's better than Noah.
Everybody.
Everybody.
If he gets back on the floor ever,
Yeah, he's still better than him.
he missed the whole last year.
He's still better than
And you can argue that Joakim Noah is
Yeah,
better than
Joakim's-
Lopez.
Joakim's probably.
What? Lopez ate him up.
It was a series. But let's see, you pull up the stats right now and you tell me the season stats.
I think no. Lopez has a better outside shot than Lopez can shoot the ball better than Noah, but I think Lopez is better than Noah.
Yeah.
Noah's a way better rebounder than Lopez is, though.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't.
And I think he's a better hustle player and like I think he's like a team motivator.
I agree. I'd rather take. I mean, Noah deserves a max contract.
Yep. And I think he'll get it with the Bulls.
Yep, I think he will. He's good, Ben. You can't. Why are you so hating on?
Because Ben only likes to good score. Ben only likes scores, and Noah's
What
big
free
big
agent?
scoring.
What free agent would you rather sign? And like, let go of Joakim Noah. What free agent would you rather sign?
Yeah, who would be the replacement?
I know exactly what you're gonna say. You're gonna say Dwight Howard.
No, I mean,
Dwight's getting a max contract this year.
Now, what center would you sign that's not gonna get a max contract?
Yeah, no shit.
That is better than Joakim Noah.
I didn't see. Okay. I would not want to pay Joakim Noah a max contract
Why?
salary. Because he is not worth it. He does not score the ball enough.
See? That's your only argument. He does not score the ball enough. His job is not to score the ball.
He pulls down.
His job is to play defense and get
How many times
rebounds.
has he pulled down 15 plus rebounds?
And when Joakim Noah and he has to take the game over, he's done it plenty of times. The game's on the line and Joakim Noah puts the ball in his own
And you know
hands
what's perfect?
and does
What
stuff.
is the one reason? What is the one reason the Bulls want to do right now? Beat the Heat. What is going to beat the Heat? Rebounding.
Not even that.
Exactly.
What is Tom Thibodeau's main stress in basketball? What is his
Defense and rebounding.
defense and rebound?
Joakim Noah was a first-team All-Defense this year. I'm not sure about that, but he should have been.
Yeah, a little false information.
He should have been, though. He could
it's-
block shots. He could block shots. Where are you going
This
to get...
brings energy. He brings his energy to get everybody else energy. He gets the crowd involved. He gets the players
Why are
involved.
you hating on Joakim so much?
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't understand how you can like Boozer and not like Joakim. That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't understand. Why?
Just don't think he deserves a max contract. Plain and simple.
Do you think Boozer does?
Yeah. Okay, when we signed him, he deserved it.
Exactly.
When we signed him, he deserved it.
When we signed Boozer to the max contract, Joakim Noah was playing better basketball than Boozer was.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Not even close.
Joakim was a head case back then.
He sucked.
Back a couple years ago, he was a head case in the locker room and stuff. He was all about him, and then he just changed his ways. Got better. Right now, would you give a max contract to either Joakim or Boozer? Who?
Right now?
Right now.
If I had to pick, I'd say Joakim, but he doesn't deserve it.
Okay, what were you going to say then?
Back then, when they signed Boozer, he was like a 2012 guy.
He was worth a max contract.
He was worth max contract player.
I don't think he's had a.
This was his best season, statistically.
No, I don't think.
And he was like 17.
I don't think he's had a season with the Bulls that's worth a max salary contract.
17-15 is pretty damn good.
He's 6'9". How are you gonna match up with Bosch like that?
Yeah, how many shots did he chuck up a game? Some nights he couldn't miss, and some nights he couldn't make.
Literally.
We can't have the streaky scoring. We have to have somebody who can depend on a 12 guy would be great.
Bulls signed Boozer to be that second scorer.
Yeah.
Boozer's not consistent enough to be that second scorer. You know who's going to turn into a second scorer?
Taj.
Jimmy Butler.
I think Taj too.
No.
Taj is returning to Boozer.
No.
Okay, that's a different argument.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. Taj is returning to Boozer.
Okay. Well, before you said Taj is going to be...
Okay, well, I didn't mean that. I meant Taj is returning to Boozer.
So I can see that. Taj will not start over Boozer. Boozer's a contract player. He might deserve to, but he will not.
He'll come off the bench.
Yeah, he won't. Especially with
You never...
No, you won't bench a max.
You never bench a max contract player just because he's playing decent.
If he's playing decent.
Yeah, but, I mean... Alright, so looking back at other big news in the NBA, that Clippers-Celtics trade that would have sent Kevin Garnett and Doc Rivers to the Clippers for... Who was it? Yeah, it was DeAndre.
It was DeAndre or Blake Griffin, Eric Bledsoe.
And then a first-round pick.
First-round pick, yeah.
Well, no, the Celtics would have sent a first-round pick over there.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So it ended up being Doc Rivers getting to the Clippers for a 2015 first-round pick, unprotected, by the way, to the Celtics. So that could be big. Paul Pierce might be getting moved too. I mean, Manu's a free agent, so it could be very... Who?
Cavs. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett's interested in the... he desires to be in the Nets.
That would be interesting. I think that would put the Nets over the top.
A lot of teams in the NBA have the potential to be very, very good next year.
Yeah. I think the East is going to be loaded next year. I think the Heat, the Bulls, Pacers, Danny Granger's coming back. The Nets are going to probably be good next year again.
Memphis probably good.
Nets, well, they're in the Western Conference.
Well, I mean, I thought you was naming off teams.
No, the Eastern Conference teams. The Cavs, they might be one player away. They were competitive last year a little bit.
LeBron.
Could you imagine if that happened?
I'm telling you, they're clearing cap space for him. They want him back, and he's
Could
going to
you
go back.
imagine if that happened? LeBron.
The new big three, Nerlens, Kyrie, and LeBron.
Okay, I had this discussion with Ben yesterday. If, say CP3, Dwight Howard, and James Harden all wanted to, CP3 and Dwight wanted to join James Harden in Houston, nobody would hate them. Nobody would hate on a big three.
They wouldn't go on national television to announce it.
Exactly. Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
I don't think Dwight or CP3 would take out an hour special on ESPN to
announce together.
Yeah.
No, what do you guys together? Two nights they were going separately.
Yeah.
And then they got next whatever it was, a couple days later they had the hour segment, but not 6, not 7.
That was pathetic. That was terrible. Hunter, our producer, showed me this picture today of Ray Allen getting the ball in Game 6, 41.4 seconds left. And he's clearly stepping on the line with the ball out of bounds. And the ref's looking right there. Doesn't say a word about it. That would have gave the Spurs an extra possession up 5. Spurs beat NBA champs, we'd talk a hell of a lot longer about the Spurs than we did about the Heat. I think we just briefly mentioned the Heat. So, looking forward to the NBA offseason, the next thing that's coming up is the draft.
Welcome back to the draft.
Okay. Thursday. It's gonna be Thursday night. Cavs had the first pick overall. Who are they going with? Anybody?
Nerlens.
Yeah, like I said, I think Noel's right now is the most NBA ready player, but
I don't know if he's the most NBA ready. I think he is the most potential. Like, he's going to help out the most. But
I think, I don't know, I still like Victor Oladipo a lot, too.
I don't think Oladipo's going to be a good NBA player.
No.
I think he's going to be a bust.
No, I think he'll be good.
He'll be a good defensive player, but, like, his ceiling is only so high. He's athletic, sure. He can shoot the ball a little bit. He just proved on his shooting last year.
Yeah,
But athleticism can only get you so far in the NBA.
I wouldn't agree with that. LeBron?
LeBron can also... LeBron is a...
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
Rose is good, yes.
Yeah, okay, he came in
Until
he put a shooter, and look at him now.
My worry
he
is Oladipo's a 2 guard. That's going to be... I mean...
I think he's
not going to be a scorer.
Yeah, I think he'll be a scorer. I think he'll be surprised.
I don't think so. But that's just me. Friend of the podcast, Jackie Carmichael, is going to be on next week. Hopefully he gets drafted in the second round. Anywheres you guys see him going? I've seen him going to the Mavs. In the second round, I've seen, I think, the Bucks, maybe.
I think maybe
Pistons.
Boston.
Especially
if they move Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, I could see that. And I wonder in the second round where they go. I wonder. I mean, second round's
Maybe
always,
even Spurs.
yeah. I mean, it could be either one. But it was. I mean, hopefully the draft works out good. Hopefully the Bulls picks real quick.
Bulls picks first if
Just first round pick.
Okay, assuming they don't trade the wall for move up in the draft.
Yeah,
If Hardaway is still available, you take him. If not, you go with
Mason Plumlee.
I don't like Plumlee. I think that Gordon Dang out of Louisville, championship experience, I'd say draft him.
No, I kind of agree with what Luke said. I think if Hardaway is available, you got to take him. He goes as a scorer, but I think that if he's gone, I think Mason Plumlee would be good.
I seen a tweet today that said the Bulls. It would be hard for the Bulls to pass on Mason Plumlee in the first round. But if he drops down to them, that's another thing to be seen, because you don't know if he's going to drop all the way down to 20.
And if he does, the Bulls might even pass up him and take a guard in the second round.
Yeah, like a Brandon Paul.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Paul would be perfect in the Bulls offense.
Speaking of that, second time visiting with the team, Brandon Paul. I know Hunter's excited about that.
Repping his U of I shirt right now. But I think Paul would be perfect. It's 2 guard off the bench player.
Yeah, I won't
score, instant offense.
They just don't like playing first-year players. Like Marcus Teague this year only had to play because of that. Like,
Yeah, but
that was for first season.
Yeah, but
Didn't
I
realize
think
before.
Derek
You
Rose,
really don't have too many.
Yeah, you don't have very many options if you're gonna go free agency.
It's something in the first overall pick in the draft. I don't think you're gonna sit him for a year.
I mean, I think he'd
He'd probably get playing time, but he wouldn't get near as much time as I think people think he would. I don't think he'd be contributed right away.
I think he'd be the scorer off the bench because of you don't know if you're gonna re-sign Marco or re-sign another shooter. So.
I think the Bulls could possibly let Marco go and pick Kyle Korver back up. That's one thing.
I don't like that move.
I don't
like it either. That's what I heard.
I'd rather have
It's possible because I think Korver has a smaller salary than Marco will next year.
I don't like Korver. All he does is shoot.
I like Marco. Marco put good D. He got to the rim a little bit for us. Good ball movement. He had the ball. Good shot. You think he was shooting better than Korver did for us last year?
Yeah. Jimmy's gonna take a. I think bold prediction right now. Jimmy's gonna be an All-Star next year. Pretty bold prediction. Bulls are gonna have 3 All-Stars next year. Rose, Noah, and Butler. All-Stars. All 3 of them. I think so. But
where do you think Nate Robinson's gonna go?
I actually just seen
Agency.
I just seen a tweet that he posted a picture on Instagram saying how excited he was to play with Derrick Rose next year.
Yeah.
Re-sign him.
You think the Bulls would? I mean,
No.
I think the Bulls might get rid of Kirk Heinrich to clear cap space. And
he's not. They're not going to get rid of Kirk
Why
Heinrich.
would you get rid of Kirk Heinrich for Rob?
cap space.
You're not going to get rid of him anyway.
Yeah.
Could you see a possibility here? Here, let me throw this one out there. Could you see a possibility where the Bulls don't bring back Marco or Kyle Korver, sign Nate Robinson, and move Derek to the 2-guard and play them both?
Nope. Not gonna happen. Ball needs to be in Derek's hands at all times.
Jimmy and Derek playing the 2 guards.
Nope.
I mean, you're getting offense. You could even like. I think it'd be good.
No.
I think it would work.
The ball's gotta be in Derek Rose's hands as much as possible.
Kyle Korver's going to re-sign with the Hawks.
Okay.
They have too much going on where he would.
Going back to the Nate Rob versus Heinrich deal. You said yourself that Thibodeau wants defense and rebounding. Who's the better defender? Nate Rob or Kirk?
Thibodeau's
It's completely different though.
No.
What is the point guard's job, Ben? The point guard's job is not to rebound.
Oh, it's not to play defense.
It's to play defense, but it's not to rebound.
Come on. Tell me who's the better defender.
Okay, I'm gonna say Kirk's a better defensive rebounder and defender, but at the same time, you don't want you put your point. Nate Rob's a pretty good defender.
No,
he's
he's not.
exactly as Kirk, but he's good. He's quick
small.
and his feet.
He's not good.
Okay, Ben.
Darren Williams torched him.
Torched him.
Destroyed
Let's
him.
talk about Darren Williams, one of the best point
Kirk
guards in
did a
the
good
NBA.
job on him.
When he wasn't hurt.
You can't say that.
I want you to go back and look at the last 5 years. How many games Kirk missed for being hurt in the last 5 years?
You
Someone
can't
throw
say
stat up
that.
for me.
Okay.
Love to see it.
But still,
Love to see it.
I mean,
You can't just look at defense. You gotta look at who's going to be the more reliable player through the season.
I like the 2-guard option because I think Nate would give you free up Derek for shots more. You could get Derek slashing.
That's
Which
the
is
thing,
his
though.
game.
Derek's thing is moving with the ball and without the ball. He needs to have he needs to bring the ball.
Without
Yeah,
the
but he needs to
ball.
have the ball in his hands at all times. He's a great
He's
passer
not going to
too.
play 48 minutes a night.
He can technically play 40 minutes a night, but he needs to have the ball in as much as his hands. Like he needs to have the ball in his hands as much as he can on the
What if
court.
they're doubling Derek?
And he passed the ball, dealing somebody else with the ball.
I think
that's a different story.
I think Nate would be perfect in that role.
Okay, what if they're doubling Derek at the 2-guard? He's going to take him out of the game?
Then you have an explosive point guard who can dribble right by anybody. As Nate showed that.
Yeah, but you're not talking about Heinrich at all. Where's he going?
Exactly. I'm not saying
I'm
like
asking, do you think that Heinrich should go? You think you keep Nate and do it in Kirk?
you're not gonna. This is an irrelevant question because it's never gonna happen because Kirk's under contract.
Trade him. Him and Rip, gone, clear calories.
Actually, I seen it.
Calories! Say it again. Clear salaries, man.
I seen a thing where Rip's probably gonna be traded.
Yeah, Rip and Kirk might go as a package deal for
I
somebody.
doubt. If you're gonna trade, I don't know how many people are gonna pick up Kirk. Kirk's old.
I think he gets hurt a lot, and,
You'd still rather have. I still think you'd rather have Kirk as your backup point guard than Nate, in my opinion. I think.
it's not even a matter of that, though. You gotta look at the contract situation, too. And this how much
So
salary.
contract situation right now is Kirk is on the Chicago Bulls and Nate Robinson's not.
Okay,
And the Bulls are over
Exactly. So if they got rid of Kirk and they got rid of Rip,
Kirk's not worth $10 million a year, where it's going to affect the salary cap. He's only making like $2.5 or $3 million.
And what's Rip making? I think 5.
Yeah, Rip's making 5. I'm not debating with you that.
I don't know. I'm just saying though, when you get rid of both of them, you can get rid of $8 million off that, and you can pay somebody else that money.
No, nobody's right now. It's gonna. Who would you get?
I don't know. You have to look around.
Hypothetical, like just position wise. Who would you want to get back?
I'd want to get. Well, it depends. If you're moving Jimmy Butler to a 2, I'd want to look for another 3, or another 3.
I don't think so.
If you draft,
I think
especially
Jimmy's gonna play 45 a night. Lou's gonna play 45
you can't play
a night.
45 a night for all season though.
Why not?
Because you just can't do it.
Yeah.
You play 45 in the playoffs, yeah. And you look how dead he was. I mean, look Tony
Look how
Parker.
dead he
Look at
was.
Tony Parker. Tony Parker has played a bunch of minutes. They're taking timeouts just so we can rest. They can't be playing that game all year.
Tony Parker also was a step away from tearing his hamstring. Yes, he was.
You'll say that. But
Tony Parker said flat out, he said, if it was the regular season, I'd take 10 games off because I was so scared about my hamstring. No, I think Jimmy could play 43 to 45 minutes a night.
I think if he does it, he's easy.
Sure, he can, but you don't want him to.
They don't have any better options right now.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
So you need to find someone to replace.
I mean, it's gonna. That's what I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to have this conversation after the Bulls sign everybody, and it's gonna be tough. But I mean, all right. Well, that's gonna wrap up episode 4 of the Thoughts from the Bench podcast. We're pretty stoked for the parade. I think everybody here is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Can I bring a flask?
No, they said no alcohol.
Chicago said no alcohol.
Backpacks. No alcohol or backpacks. But all right. Well, thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you back next time. Peace out.